mash it out, but the problem is that we just don't have time. Up and over then, are we?
Yeah, mate.
What's that?
Oh! Now, Richard! You alright? As you can see, folks, I've done this before.
What's that?
Oh! Now, Richard! You alright? What the f?
Whoa.
Oh my god, man. Stay there, don't move. Just stay there. Let me get this hand back up. Jesus Christ. That was nuts. Jesus Christ, man. Just sit down on that bank for a minute.
Was that recording?
It was, yeah, but it wouldn't record nothing.
Ah, how annoying is that? Oh. Okay. I guess the only thing we could possibly do is take a little bit of felt and just lap it right from here, literally just so it's either side of it.
And the only thing that's going to hold it in
is the screws
the button, yeah.
for the Cavalier. So, well, the only thing we've got is we've got a Cavalier fixing here and a Cavalier fixing here. And so we're going to have some valley fixings that will come in and lift this one. So they'll come into here and here, so we don't pierce the flashing. Yeah.
Are you happily just pull fixings through the tin?
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Bloody hell, mate. Right, it would probably be fine with one at the top and one at the bottom. So, well, yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay. James, you're all weak at the knees, James. Look at me.
Still a 3 metre fall, mate.
Yeah.
3.5 metre fall.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a dead fall. I at least had hold of that. Right. Shall I tell you guys what just happened? We didn't have this here. So Jace wanted me to come up and have a look at all the work he's doing and to figure out what we're doing. So Jason climbed up there and I climbed up here. And when I got to this top, I grabbed hold of it. And I guess over time the pin had popped out. And so it went out and I went down there. So all I've got is a bashed elbow and a bit of a sore head. So yeah, use ladders, people. Tell me that I'm doing it wrong, YouTube. Come on. I admit, yes, we should have had a ladder, but it was one of those things where you just think, just going to jump up here very, very quickly. So anyway, I'll put you back. Continue with the work. Don't worry about a thing. Okay. Jacinda,
Yeah, mate.
could you do me a massive favour and come and give
what
me,
it is, Rich.
come
I've heard your favours before.
and give me a hand here for a second, please.
What do you want me
babe?
to do, mate?
Just what I'm going to get you to do in a second is I'm going to get you
Dance,
to just
fucker.
push that
Tin where it's got to be.
tin to where it's got to be, because I've had to tuck some stuff behind it, so then I can put the level up to it. All right? Yeah, that's it. That's probably going to be it, somewhere like that. Right. But do what we must, because what I'm trying to do. Point. I hold it on there. Can you pull that up so it hits that angle?
Good, mate.
Thanks, babe.
Double check it against that level. Alright, Rich. Don't get excited. I know you've had a bog on the end, but now.
That was yesterday.
Today's a different day.
Today's just a gay Thursday.
That looks right to me, mate.
Yeah, that looks good. I need to do some weird eyeball-y thing in a second. Right, yeah, get the tin where you're happy. Where it lives, wants to live. Okay. Alright, keep it there. PT, SD. Can you hold the tape, hold the level, please? 1185. Lovely. Thank you, gentlemen. Quite momentous, this bit. What are we about to do, Pete?
Well, what are we gonna do? Open it, shift those. What do you call them in English? Those panels?
Well,
Shiving panels?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, like
Shiving panels. So Richard's gonna prepare first markings for first sheet to cut, which is quite complicated.
quite
It's including
complicated.
some angles, curvatures,
And a pipe is exiting as
and
well.
the pipes is exiting. So yeah, quite momentous moment. As Richard said. So maybe he will be able to explain you lots.
Oh, you've explained
English.
You've explained it perfectly, Pete, as always. Your English has surpassed your skills with the English language has surpassed your actual building skills. I was trying to like give you a bit of crap there, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so yeah, and they're quite heavy, 100 kilo each, these big long pieces.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something.
This one's going to get cut down a bit, so it's actually going to be a bit lighter because it's going to be like a hockey stick. It's going to come up, go on a curve, come back on an angle, but then it's going to be recessed, cut back to kind of like follow the stone wall. So it's going to be a bit lighter. The next one is very simple. It's just got a curve to it. Well, say very simple. It's got a curve, but it's also going to have another pipe coming out of there. And that's the extractor for the bathroom, and then the next one to that has got a cutout internally within it for the window, so it's only leaving 50 millimeters either side. That one's going to be emotional. Yeah. Like. And
on top of that, to make it even more complicated, there's going to be two cuts. The front cut is going to be slightly taller.
That's it.
Compared to the back, because it's supposed to take off that detail. So 40 millimeters difference going to be, so the front is gonna go up to
here,
back,
yeah. And then the back cut is 45 millimeters different. So, and that's going to happen with each and every single one, isn't it?
So we'll see how it's gonna go first. If not, I quit.
If he quits, I quit, and then let's go to Mexico. All right. We can start a new life there. It's going to be wonderful. Right, let's pop you lot up here. Okay, you lot, these are my workings out. Ignore how wavy the straight line is. This is this part of the panel here. From this bottom point here to this top point here is 7 meters, which is the length of our panel. We are going to have a notch cut out of here, and this is a 90-degree corner here and a 90-degree corner here. We've taken a plumb line up to here and taken that measurement, and we have obviously the roof. This is the curved roof panel, the top of it, and Jason's very kindly put one in temporary here to give us our datum. From the peak here, I've measured down 1 meter, and then from this edge here, which is a factory edge, I've measured in 440 millimeters, and from that 1 meter datum line we measure up 360 millimeters. That is the center of the pipe that comes out of here. We also have from this datum line here, which is 1 meter down with a 90-degree corner, we have 930, and that is where the curve comes down in relation to the ridge here. So with everything we have here, I should be able to mark out where to cut everything, and then our only unknown really is this curve here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take, can you see just inside the garage there are a few bits of particle board and stuff like that. We're going to take some of that up there and scribe it, and then transfer that scribed curve onto our sheet here. The one thing I haven't done is take a series of measurements along here, because the wall will vary. It's going to be a slightly smaller measurement from here to here, so I'm going to go and do that now, and then I'm going to start plotting all of these measurements onto here. I get that was kind of wordy, but yeah, this is the way it's done, and this is the most complicated cut out of the entire building, I think. Yeah, so wish me luck. Okay, Pete, let's do it. It's hard.
I think, mate, that's pretty good there. If take into account that's not fixed yet properly.
And we can get the pipe in, as long as the sleeve can cover the pipe.
Bullseye.
Okay, all right. With I think just adding that 25 is all we need to do, and we give it a go. Okay, right. We think we've got it. So the location of the vent pipe is here. That seems to be good. Where we start and finish the curve, that seems to be good. The only change we're making is we are increasing this by 25 millimeters, which I'm going to do right now, and well, then we cut this baby. Woof. The missing link. Not in Yellowstone Park, in Normandy.
That was your aim.
Yeah, sure. If our wives are watching.
Mine definitely does. That was supposed to happen?
Yes, that's the top.
Oh, because
that's the curve.
Yeah, the curve.
And we're set back 50 millimeters. Are you like?
I'm not rigid.
I'm so strong. No, you're okay. You didn't damage anything, Katie.
Okay, should I?
Yeah, sure, you go for it. Pretty good. A little bit to clean up there, and then that is our rebate. And we've got to deal with that little bit there, that hook, this bit around. Go on, take it away. This bit here we're going to have to cut away to allow that to sit up into the roof, trapezoidal bit that we spoke about earlier. Sprayed the edge along here.
Oh, this one too?
Yeah. Wherever we've cut the edges.
Okay, so then, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to redo that.
Wherever we can. Spray any cut edges. And then come along back underneath here as well, please, mate. There we go. Right, tapping McTapperson. Okay, that is it. Now we need to excavate more of this and sink wood into it, right? There was a man, he was very sweet, he was a giant, and his name I think was Pete. Today we are going to start the day by taking down the jig and then we're going to pass up the last of the roof sheets for Jason, and then I've got two children behind me, so do excuse me. Yeah, that's it really. I'll talk to you guys in a minute with these two reprobates. It's no good, but we're taking this down. Reprobates! Going to be kept part of our history. Okay. Left. Up. 2, 3. Right. Keep it up. Hi, Pete.
Hello, Richard. Hello, everybody.
You're speaking very quietly. You've got to speak much louder than that because we don't have microphones on.
Hello, Richard. Hello, everybody.
Oh, that's very good. Do you want to care to share and explain what we're doing?
Sure. We need to make some kind of mock-up of timber to take the load. So once we screw the bardage, which is going to be up to here, hiding behind that lip. Once we put the cavaliers.
Yeah, Cavalier.
Cavaliers. Once we're gonna tighten them up, they doesn't gonna go wobbly, fixy, twisty, and messy.
Yeah.
So still, and it's pretty good supported here. So if you can just follow me, we're gonna show you where this piece goes.
That's it.
So we need to still.
We need to sink. We need to chop. Well, you can see here. This is what we need to figure out. This needs to be thinner, doesn't it? So it actually sits. This needs to sit in between the two metal panels because it's got a undulation to it. We have to take account of that. Then we'll chop out the insulation here. We don't have to have a whole strip of this. Just like a 6-inch or 150mm sections or blocks of it. Then we will screw and fix this either side with some short screws, so essentially to hold this in, and then the roof panel sits on top of there like that, and essentially if you imagine all this was lower here, the final lip of the roof panel is just here essentially. It's kind of one of those ones, kind of tough to explain, but really we just need to make one and then show you guys. Yeah, something like that. That's what it'll look like. There we go. Bit complicated, isn't it? But once we get this figured out and sorted out, then this is going to allow all of the cavaliers, the screws that you can see here. The cavaliers are essentially the caps that kind of go over the top of the ridges. We will be able to continue those all the way up, and that's going to hold the edge of the roof sheets down, which is quite important because we have wind uplift that you have to think about, and so yeah, we want every single part of that roof to be kind of well screwed in, and by doing this we are making a very good connection between the gable wall and the bardage panels and the top of the roof. So yeah, it should withstand a hurricane. design choices to be made. I'm going to take you outside and show you. This pipe here, this pipe that goes all the way down and goes to nothing in a minute, that is a vent pipe for the septic tank that's going to be in there. So that's going to come out of the insulated panel and go up, and it's going to be 400 millimeters higher than the ridge. Now we want to put a shower extractor in here, like, so every bathroom should have an extractor. So I've just put a rough point here as a rough location, but I think visually it would look quite nice if they were at the same height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the center of here, go across, and then drill through here, and then drill from the other side to get the OSB, and then use a core drill, which is 100 millimeters, to then drill through this. This is quite soft. There we go, one hole for an extractor. The top one was going to intersect with the curved beam by about 10-15 millimeters, so it's fine. I just brought it down to there, and now I need to repair that one and get the pipe through. There is our hole through. There's our mistake hole. There comes our vent pipe. So you're wondering, you may be wondering, why so loose, Rich? Well, we are going to make a hole through the bardage, the insulated panel on the outside, and it's going to be as accurate as we could possibly get it. But if we have a larger hole here, then we can kind of like pop it through the much smaller hole that we're going to make in the insulated panel. So that hole will be like 110 millimeters for a 100 millimeter pipe. And then we will have the ability to just kind of maneuver and wiggle things around a little bit whenever I put a vent through, especially when it's going to be steamy. I always try and just poke it so it's like got a slight fall outside, so if there is a lot of condensation, it can only ever kind of drip and go outside rather than kind of collecting and coming back inside. Right, okay, I think Pete's ready to make all the chocks to go into the insulated panels, like the bits we talked about earlier. So then we're going to install them into there and take this scaffolding down here and slide that panel up the side through here and into position. I didn't buy any extra panels because they were so expensive. They were nearly 400 euros each. So if there's a slight mistake, then we live with that mistake. Fingers crossed not, but we're going to find out today. It's quite exciting and stressful, but exciting at the same time. Let's say exciting. After all that talking, here is what we are doing, and it probably makes a bit more sense now. Let me pull this up here. This is obviously the wall, and this is the roof here. So as you can see, we've got that. So the roof sheet is up here. I'll do it like that. Well, it's probably better like that, so you can see how this whole thing is going to go. So we can put a fixing down through the top there. that's the first one in. Not too bad. So there is the depth cut that we made in the stone, and you can see it's slotted in. Right, slotted in everywhere where there is stone. We've got to build some stone back in there. That looks pretty neat, doesn't it? It is ever so slightly by about 5mm to the right of where we were hoping, but it really doesn't make too much difference. There's just a small gap right at the very top there. Happy days. So luckily the hardest one has been done, and they are getting steadily easier from now on. It's really hot and it's Friday. The call of the pub is loud, like a klaxon call, but we must continue. Hot Peter thinking about beer. We're having a barbecue tonight, aren't we?
No thinking at all. My brain is off.
His brain cells shut down for the day. Okay, right mate, I'm going to take the template up and see what we've won. Oh, haha. Okay. Right. Thank you. Right. Here's the close-up. Ignore all the plastic because we've got to take all that off, but we're going to leave that on until the last possible moment. So if I put the camera up in there, should just be able to see the timber block that we did. There we go. There we are. That is what we are left with, and so we get to screw down into there. There's going to be another one in here with another timber block, and lots of screws all the way down through, and then obviously there's going to be a lot of screws through here, but we've got a couple in here and a couple down there for the time being, and we will get as many of these on literally by popping a couple of screws in the top and a couple of screws in the bottom, and then we will work out a screwing pattern, so everything will be equidistant and plumb and all that sort of thing. For the 3 people in the world that will walk past it and go, oh, someone cares about that. I do. Anyway, let's get on and do it. I can open it for you. It's Friday. It's Friday. Oh no. Oh, quick. Oh no.
Too complicated.
There we go. Right. Into the Empire of Dirt. That's it. Yeah. This is truly the truck of compromises. Hang on, mate. There you go. Things fit in, but only just, don't they?
Just about. Just about.
Right, everybody. Here we go. 2 down. 3 to go. That's starting to look like something. That really is. Very, very happy. So, it's the weekend. It's time to go home. Have 2 beers, maybe 3, 4 beers. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye. Shake, shake, shake the roller, shake the shaky Pete. Shake, 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 shaky Petey, shaky, shaky Pete. So sweet on his feety, shaky, shaky Pete. Spray those cans of Petey, spray them really good. Make them all great Petey, and then we can go play in the woods. Shake, shake, shaky, shake.
Okay.
I meant like build a den. What did you think?
Building a tippy.